Hi, thank you for tuning in. We are going to get started with a chair yoga class today. So you can get yourself set up in a chair with handles on the side or without. So you can make it work either way. Kind of use them as a little prop if they're there, or appreciate their freedom if they're not there. So you can work with what you have today. So we'll get started closer to the front edge of your chair. So normally we'd sit down and sit all the way back, but we're going to scooch ourselves closer to the front of the chair. Allow ourselves to sit up nice and tall. So you can start by lifting the chest slightly, also the chin. And we'll begin by just closing our eyes here. You'll take yourselves a couple of moments to just soften through your forehead, and maybe relax those muscles in your jaw here. Slowly we'll find our breath. We'll start with this nice slow inhale. Just taking your time to breathe in. And as you do, we're going to let our shoulders rock. So you breathe in, the shoulders lift up towards your ears, noticing that tension that's there. And then as you exhale, we're going to blow out and press those shoulders down and away from our ears, making as much space as we can. Repeating that little sequence here, we're going to breathe in, take your time. Breathing in through your nose, we're going to lift those shoulders, intentionally creating this tension here. Exhale and blow out and press them down and away. Maybe making yourself a little more space than you did the first time around. Staying soft through your face and jaw. We'll take this one more round. Breathing in. Lifting those shoulders right on up towards your ears. Maybe squeeze tight here at the top for a moment. Hold in that squeeze. Hold in your breath. And with an exhale, let's go ahead and blow out with a nice little sigh, making some good space, both sides. Very nice. From this tall, upright position, you can keep your eyes closed if you're comfortable with that, but we're breathing in again. As you do, you're going to think a long spine, so energy all the way to the top of your head. And as you exhale, we're going to drop that left ear down towards the left shoulder, opening up on the right side. So very slow. Pause, and here we're going to breathe. Noticing where our right shoulder wants to sit. So you might find that that shoulder wants to lift up here and kind of move in the direction of your head. But we actually want to press that right shoulder down and away so you feel that space from the bottom of your ear to the top of your shoulder. Staying here, we'll take one more round of breath. You can imagine just breathing into that open space on the right side, right through your neck and the top of the shoulder. As you exhale, if there's any room for that left ear to drop down closer towards that left shoulder, you can take that. And with our next breath, we're going to lift that head right back up to the center. And reversing over to the other side. So as you exhale, we drop the right ear down towards the right shoulder. This time opening up on the left. Taking a moment to notice where that left shoulder is sitting and if there's room for it to press down. This time breathing into the opening on the left. Taking our time, let's exhale completely. So even when you get to the bottom of that breath, sometimes there's still a little more you can blow out. We'll take that here. Using the inhale to lift that head right back to the center. Nice long neck now on both sides. And this time as you exhale, that chin is going to come down towards our chest. Feeling the stretch on both sides of the neck this time. Through the neck, the traps, the tops of the shoulders here. We're going to let our head hang heavy as we take a round or two of breath. Staying soft through our foreheads and our jaws. Very nice. From here, we'll go ahead and lift our head up. Nice and easy. Keeping that left hand somewhere over here on the left side of your body. So if you have a handle of your chair, you can hold on to that. our right arm is going to lift up with the breath. So as you breathe in, that arm comes over and we're going to lean over to this left side. Nice side body stretch. Staying with that next breath, we're going to come back through the center and then twist ourselves over to the right. So again, you can hold onto your handles here if they're there. Otherwise, your hands can rest on your chair, the side of your leg, whatever is most comfortable. Loosening, let's come to the center. We'll take that one more time. This left hand comes over to the side or your leg. Right arm comes over, nice side body stretch, nice length. Letting this drop down, we're going to twist over to this right side, right through the middle of our spine. Exhale, and let's come to the center. You can shake this out. Sometimes it feels good to take that little counter twist. Reversing over to the other side. So right hand down on your lap, your chair, the side, the handle. This left arm comes over this time for the side body stretch. And this time turning to the left for that twist. You can play with where you set your hands to and just see what feels the best. Coming back to the center, let's take that one more round through. Up and over to the side body stretch, you make that length. And then twisting over here to the left. Stand tall through the spine, soft through the face. Releasing right back to the center. You can shake this out if that feels good for you. Picking up our hands, we'll give our wrist a little rotation here, just kind of stretching out those muscles. You might have some snap, crackle, and pop there. That's okay. But taking both of our arms with an inhale, we're going to reach them up overhead. And then as you exhale, we're going to pull those elbows down. You open the chin, the chest, taking those arms back up overhead with an inhale. And then as you exhale, we pull down to heart center. So the idea here is we're going to move with our breath. Take your time, come back to it if you need to. But an inhale takes both of these arms up overhead. An exhale pulls the elbows down. You open the chest, open the chin. An inhale takes those arms right back up. And then an exhale pulls down heart center. So we're going to move through this a few times through, using the pace, using your breath to set your pace here. Maybe increasing your range of motion a little bit as you go, if it's available. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. We'll take both of those arms up with the breath. The inhale lifts the arms up. The exhale pulls the elbows down, open the chest, open the chin. Reaching up and pulling down. Staying here, you come back to your breath, feeling those palms make contact. You can close your eyes if you would like. And then take yourself a round of breath. So as you breathe in, maybe let those shoulders rise here so you can feel that tension. And then as you exhale, blow out maybe with a little sigh. If that helps you let go of some things, of some stress. Very nice. We'll take those hands right down to our lap. Keeping our right foot down where it is, we're going to pick up our left, resting that ankle right on top of that thigh. And then very gently, you're coming forward. So your hands can rest right here on this top leg. You can let your hands come down to the side, to the front if that feels good through your back. You can hold on to your handle. So you've got a lot of options here. But the idea is that we're looking for this nice big stretch through that left leg. So you'll feel that hip, quad, glute, hamstring. Breathing into those areas. Just allowing yourself a little bit of time to soften into this. So if it is helpful for you to close your eyes here, notice if your forehead feels kind of tight or if there's any tension in your jaw. We'll let that go first. And then we can work on softening those muscles in that left leg, the glute, the quad, the hamstring. Finding a place where you can enjoy this nice stretch, but where it's not so intense that you can't breathe fully. So if this is too tight, you can lift yourself up. You can stay up nice and tall and keep your hands down by the side. Any of these options work. It's really just about finding what feels good for your body and then in this moment. It's not always the same every day. Slowly, let's return this left foot back down to the ground. Picking up with our right foot this time, same thing on the other side. That ankle is going to rest right on top of this left thigh. Again, we're closer to the front edge of our chair, and then we're going to experiment and see what feels good as far as coming down with our upper body. Our arms can rest down by the side. We can hold on to our chair, remembering to just let go of some of that tension through our head and our neck and our shoulders here. And then notice in the areas that feel tight on this side for you. So through that right leg, you might feel that quad, glute, hip. Breathe, and into those areas, you can soften the muscles as you exhale. Lifting up if this is a little too intense, whatever is most comfortable for you. You don't have to go very far at all to feel this stretch. Helpful to remember that you don't have to push very hard here. The idea is to breathe, let go of a little tension, a little stress, to relax. Slowly we'll lift our head up here, returning this right leg down to the ground. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Keeping both of your hands right here down on your lap. If you would like, you can go palms down, palms up. And if you'd like a little bit more, you can take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Taking a couple deep breaths here to finish out our little practice. Take your time to find an inhale. As you do, you can breathe right into your belly, into those palms. You feel the expansion of your belly, your chest. Using the exhale to blow out. Emptying out completely. And taking one more round of breath just like that. Take your time to breathe right into these hands here. And just as much time to exhale, to blow out, to let go. Bringing those palms together right here at heart center. Namaste. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.